see the hunk of the week on Miss Crystal's podcast program? Oh, by the way, I have an Instagram podcast program, and you can click on Instagram, type in Instagram, and you can push it on your phone. It looks like a little square. Push that, and then when you get on Instagram, there'll be a search bar. Click on the search bar and type in Miss. No, it's not Miss. I think it's MS Crystal's podcast program, and then from there, my profile will pop up, and you'll see a little circle that says Miss Crystal's podcast program. Now you're going to say, that is a really cool piece of art. And guess what? I made that with AI.
Don't use AI.
Overheating, and they're using all the water.
They're using all the water.
That's not my problem. Get a fan and put it in the AI center.
Get a fan and put it in the AI.
Don't pour water on the AI computers. First of all, that's going to electrocute someone.
That's going to electrocute somebody.
It's going to make the computer shut down. And I'm not a tech person. If you have a bunch of computers that are running AI, put a fan on it. And I'd recommend getting a box fan.
Put a fan on it.
But they cooled you down more than a fan that's on a pedestal.
Put a fan on it. Yeah, take that tip. From Crystal.
I shouldn't have to say this. Me being the least technical person in the world knows that if you need to cool down a computer, use a fan. Anyway, I'm trying to get back to my story about my Instagram profile. Yes, I did create it with AI, and that's because I don't know any artist that can make me a logo with bubble letters. They always want to use different ones that are ugly. I can't think of the name of a different font. But
Hell yeah. I'm in Midwich with Naughty Bear. Love it, love it, love it.
Are my aesthetic, and that's what people say now. They say aesthetic. I think bubble letters are my aesthetic. It also had a cat in the O, and I thought that was cute. And I thought, if we're ruining the world with AI, it's okay, because AI did a good job. And all you have to do is type in what you want. I said, make a logo for Miss Crystal's podcast and cats. And that's all I put. And it knew exactly what I wanted. I didn't even have to put that I wanted bubble letters, because it knew, because it's AI. And you might get mad and say, well, AI's taking all our jobs. I don't give a damn. Let it. Who wants to work anyway? Let's be real. Do you want to work? I don't. Let AI take our jobs so we can relax. Because an AI robot don't feel exhaustion. An AI robot doesn't need sick time off. An AI robot doesn't get in fights with its wife the night before and call it sick because they're too mad at their wife. AI's child doesn't get kicked out of school and you gotta stay home because your child's badass. None of that's happening to AI because AI don't have children and spouses. Let AI do the work for us so that we can sit home and relax. And you might be saying, well, Miss Crystal, we need money. Well, everything, we don't need money. We can grow our own food, and the rest should be taken care of. Because AI ain't going to charge us. All I'm saying is think about it. Everybody's scared of AI, worried about them taking our jobs. Let them take their jobs. I don't want to work, and you don't want to work. Who wants to work? Safety man, do you want to work? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for figuring out the figurine. That's a new segment. First time here on Mr. Crystal Podcast, because this is the first podcast. But right here, we are going to figure out the figurine. Today's figurine that is going to be highlighted is this cute little cat I got. This cute little cat. It's not only made of pure porcelain, I think. Doesn't say. Made of pure porcelain. And it's a little box. You can put trinkets in there. You can put your, let's say you get divorced from your husband or wife, you can put your wedding ring in there after you're done. You could put coins. You could hide money. You could, I wouldn't suggest putting any kind of food in there because it is dirty and it's from the flea market. But it's got a nice little pink feather boa around it. It looks like it's crawling out of a little pillow or something. It has a cute little bow there. Look at the bow. Isn't that cute? And the little cat, the only thing that I don't like about it is the cat has red eyes. And to me, that's demonic. And kind of scary. It's got the cutest little green nose you've ever seen. Cutest little face, and I love cats. That's one thing about me. And your friends might say, well, what's one thing you know about Miss Crystal? You'd say, she likes cats. Do I like it when a cat pisses all over your house and smells like a hoarder lives there? No. But I love a cat. And I love this little figurine. I just got this recently. This is probably one of the newer figurines. What do you think that little cat's thinking? Can you help me figure out this figurine? What's that cat thinking? Is it thinking, I wish I didn't live in a hoarder's house. I have nowhere to sit. Everything is trash.
He's still up there.
Do you think that this cat is
regretting
its life decisions about living with the hoarder? Help me figure out this figurine. Because when I buy them, I don't think about its past or its future. I just think, wow, that is really cute, and I want to add that to my collection. Personally, what I'm figuring out about this figurine is that it's adorable, and I'm going to put it behind me so that every day when I come in my studio podcast, I can look at it and say, oh, what's that little cat's name? I think her name is, Candy. She looks like a candy. What do you think her name is? Maybe you could type it in the comments below. Help me figure out this figurine.
Huh?
Wow, that segment was kind of dumb. And you know what? I was thinking, when I was planning out my segments, I thought, figuring out the figurine, that is really cool. And then I just did it, I'm like, that was dumb.
That was dumb.
Because you don't have to figure out a figurine, it's just a figurine. And many people say that, but really, in my brain, the reason I love figurines so much is because I love to think, what is that little creature's name? Who had this before me? Maybe a guy named Gerald had it, and maybe he bought it for his wife. Her little trinkets in. Maybe he passed away in a tragic bus accident, and then his family, not knowing how important that figurine was to his family, or to Gerald, took it and gave it to a flea market or Goodwill. I can't remember where I got it. I think it was a flea market. Or maybe it belonged to a little child, and she always wanted a cat, couldn't have one because her mom was allergic. We don't know. That's why I like to figure out a figurine. And that'll be the end of figuring out the figurine segment. All right, I had a very important story that I put on Instagram, and it said, hey, call Miss Crystal's voicemail. So now it is time to listen to some voicemails. I have to put in my headphones because I can't hear them because it's in the computer. The voicemails are in the computer. Alright, so I'm going to turn this on, and I got this iPad, of course, that I can't see nothing. Alright, here. Turn it this way so I can see.
He stepped in that one to do the gate there.
Crystal. This is Marjorie down here at the Cream Shack. There's something down here last night.
Down
You
boat.
come to get your peach sundae. I'm gonna guess you know what it is. You left something in the bathroom. Now, I know every once in a while things happen, but you know, do a little bit better. Clean up after yourself. That's not exactly why I'm calling you. What happened was, remember that feller you lost from Unity to, Don Van Steve? Well, he's back in town. Anyway, he come up front, says there's a hell of a mess back the bathroom, so I gotta go back there. Anyway, it's on Drillinger Bridges.
Ooh, first game and they're all down.
You know, Crystal, you're not a nursing home anymore. You ain't got a right permanent marker across the bathroom. Anyway, well, that's how I did it. Right there, Crystal.
Alright.
Anyway,
Ooh.
Donnie Van State says, let me help you clean this up. Hell, mess. He didn't want his kids come in and clean it, so he went up back and they go, yeah. Three reaches in the back of the truck and says, I'm going to get him cleaned up for that lady. I remember her. She was always good to me. Probably because she was used to blowing with the drive.
There's a bot.
Anyway, he run her in the pants down there through Mr. Swifty's car wash. Took him out. And they're down here hanging from a stick in the parking lot. Come and get them before we open up. All right, now. I'll do a free-peach Sunday if you come get them in the next 15 minutes. All right, bye-bye.
Now, what a naughty bear you are.
Alright, everybody, it's time for voicemails. We have not listened to any voicemails yet, and we're going to listen to the first voicemail right now.
Good first game tonight.
Alright, listening to a first voicemail.
Perhaps you should teach everyone a lesson.
Is this an alien? I don't know if this is
Ooh, okay, I got 3
or if this is an alien
out of
calling.
15.
And I don't know if you can understand her, but she said,
Well, let's take Naughty Bear out again.
Transcribing it. And I'm explaining the content, so let's keep listening. I'll be honest with y'all. I was not expecting aliens to call into the show, and I appreciate it. The only thing I can understand that alien saying was, see us in Tacoma, which has already happened. So,
It's already happened.
an alien called.
The only thing I can understand that alien saying was they were going to come see us in Tacoma, which has already happened.
This was sent in a couple days ago, and I was in Tacoma 2 weeks ago. So just a little advice for aliens. I don't know if you said your name. Crystal, I live in Alaska. First of all, alien, don't say Alaska next time, because humans, we don't really live in Alaska. It's too cold, it's too dark. Say something like, oh, I live in Texas or Missouri.
Texas. I saw somebody around here today when I was driving out and about, and their license plate said they were from Texas. There was somebody around here. I was like, dude, what the hell you doing in Pennsylvania?
Shed some blood.
They're just passing through.
Something regular, and then you go. But either way, that's the beauty of Miss Crystal's podcast program. We accept everyone. We accept aliens. We accept cyborgs. We accept what other kind of people are there? Regular people. We accept gay people, straight people, trans people. But what we don't accept is people that are. If you're mean, click to X. Because we don't want you here. We don't want to see your comments about, oh, Miss Crystal, you're not funny or entertaining. We don't care. We're worried about the people that we like in here. If you're a hot guy, a hot gal, we like you. If you're an ugly guy, ugly gal, we like you. We don't care. But the second you start coming in this podcast chat room and talking a mess, talking all this, oh, you should do this, you should do that, you're ugly, you're fat, guess what? You're getting blocked and deleted. And probably, if I don't see it before either me or my neighbor sees it, because he's going to be monitoring the comments, guess what? Another person that's in the chat room that is nice is going to see it and read you your rights. Because that's what they do. And I don't know what else to say about the alien. It was nice meeting you. I'm assuming I met you, and I'm assuming I didn't know you were an alien because when I was in Tacoma, my cousin Tammy, I don't remember seeing any aliens. And Beth was there, and Beth loved aliens. So she would have said, hey, I just saw a freaking alien. Anyway, I love you whether you're an alien or not, and hope to see you next time. Okay, let's try the next one.
Oh, Miss Crystal, what a beautiful song. What a beautiful song to listen to. I just want...
The reason she's saying what a beautiful song is because if you call my voicemail, and the number is, I don't know what it is right now. If you call it, I did like an old school thing where I say, hey, it's me, Miss Crystal, leave a message, and then I play the snippet of a song.
I stepped in my own trap.
say, Miss Crystal, I've been a huge fan. You probably don't even remember. I've been a fan before you actually were established as an LLC, with Crystal Creation LLC, about 10 years ago, farmers market, town. You were next to, it was a booth with the guy selling the hummus, giving the samples, and the lady that made her own coconut milk. You were just right smack dab between them. Anyway, I'm rambling now. You made a holiday themed tissue holder. I mean, I still have it. It was so cute. Miss Crystal, it had the little bunny ears up top. It was so cute. Oh, it was adorable. But I'm just so proud. Everything you do, Miss Crystal, I'm such a huge fan. And I love you. I look forward to hearing and seeing so much more from you. Thank you for everything you do for the country. Love you.
Caller, I love you too.
Oh, Miss Crystal.
Listen, I wish y'all, I don't know if you said anything because I didn't remember hearing it, but I remember that farmer's market. And I'm just going to call you Caller.
Oh, somebody stepped in it.
And I was between the coconut milk lady and the hummus guy. And I remember that hummus guy because he was not having my crafts. You know, he was like, why do you make this trashy stuff? Well, look, this isn't exactly like what I was selling, but it was a tissue holder that was holiday themed. And he said, that stuff's trashy. I said, you're telling me this is trashy? I said, do you have a tissue holder in your home that you can display during the holidays that will make you and your family proud? There is nothing trashy about this. Look at them cute little rabbits on there. This could be for Easter or just springtime. So shout out to the hummus guy for being an asshole. And I'll never forget you. Oh, you're selling hummus? I said, what the hell is it, hummus? He said, well, it's ground up, some kind of beans or something. I said, well, that looks nasty and it tastes nasty. He goes, no, don't. He took a little chip out and said, here, taste it. Yeah, I said, yeah, it's nasty. No one eats hummus. If I go to a restaurant where they're offering hummus, I'm leaving. If you're offering hummus as an appetizer, you're not a good restaurant. If you're not offering something like a deep fried chicken,
Uh-oh.
a deep fried mozzarella stick, a deep fried onion ring, we don't want it. We don't want to go to a restaurant and get hummus. It's disgusting. And I bet you that guy didn't sell one product. But guess who sold many of these? It's Crystal, and I make it for every single holiday. Crystal's Creations, LLC. And it's a business. It's a real business. And you might be saying to yourself, oh, Miss Crystal, are you worried about AI taking over your Crystal Creations LLC? You think AI can make this? You could have 1 million computers in the world set up and type in crafts. Nothing like this is ever coming out in the real world. Nothing. AI doesn't have this kind of creativity. I had to take 4 plastic things, sew them together, and then put a smaller one on top with a hole. AI can't do that. You're telling me AI is going to make something as creative and cool as this? This is my own design. This didn't come from a pattern. This came from me and my brain. So no, I'm not worried about AI taking my business away. Because it ain't happening. Tell you that much, it ain't happening. Alright, let's listen to another email and another voicemail.
Whatever.
And if you're wondering, do I screen these before? No, I don't frankly have the time for that. I just start pressing buttons.
I will be right here waiting for Miss Crystal Creations LLC. We love you, Miss Crystal.
Now that is a very nice call, but that's a spoiler. That is the song that I chose for my voicemail. I chose Richard Marx. So if you like Richard Marx, go ahead and give me a call at. If I look on my telephone, let me look on my phone because I want to be able to say it. My number is, if you'd like to call my voicemail, leave voicemail 615-200-7193. Call it. There you go. Let's see. Let's play one more. This is from a 216 number.
Yeah, Miss Crystal, this is Barnaby. First off, I want to say that was...
First off, I want to say, that ain't your real name. I've never met Barnaby in all the years I've been alive.
The voicemail. Second of all, I'm calling because we have a problem. Diamond owes me some money.
Not my problem.
Guess what? She didn't pay up on that due. And what she put up for collateral, her sister Crystal's precious moment collection. And I said, you know what? I think we can do that. I think that we can make that work. And I even gave her the benefit of the doubt because I didn't have it in my hands for collateral. But she owes me. And now I need to collect. So I need you to gather up every single precious moment figurine in your curio cabinet, on your shelf, on your table, because they're mine. And if you don't, you're going to have so many issues, Miss Crystal. And so is Diamond. So y'all better get it together. and give me my money or my collateral. I will be calling back. And that voicemail better be shorter.
I don't want to have to address this. If you don't know who Diamond is, she's a woman that has caused so many problems in my life. She's a liar, a thief, a cheat, manipulator.
It's my ex.
gaslighter,
Sure you're not talking about my ex one? Yeah, definitely not, because that's not her name. Diamond is not her name, but that's exactly her.
The amount of money that she's stolen from me and my family, the amount of heartache that she has put my family through,
Okay, I gotta BRB.
immeasurable. And what I'm going to say to you, Barnaby, if that's your real name, is that my debts are not Diamond's, and Diamond's debts are not mine. I will never, and I repeat, never pay a debt for Diamond. And I will never give up. Not a single precious moment figurine for Diamond's debts. And you heard it here first. You heard it here first. I can't hardly say my words right now because I'm very upset. I don't care if Diamond has a outstanding JCPenney credit card bill anywhere from $500,000 to $200,000. I will never pay her debts. I don't care if she has a car loan that she has skipped out on. I don't care if she has a loan out for a plastic surgery thing. I will never pay Diamond's debts. And I guarantee you, if you show up at my door to collect any of my precious moment figurines that are sitting behind me and behind Safety Man, and some that are in storage because I just don't have room for them, I will take matters into my own hands. And I'm willing to catch a charge, Barnaby. So don't call me, don't call my voicemail, and don't show up at my home unless you intend to have your last days on earth. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Don't call my voicemail. I'm blocking you right now, Barnaby. Don't show up. Because not only will I be ready for you, I'm going to tell Mr. Elgin too. And Mr. Elgin used to be in the Navy, and he will have to beat that word because YouTube doesn't like that, but I will.
You Okay. Back.
Hello,
You're not going
naughty.
to come to my place of home and threaten me with my precious moments. Because I've spent years collecting them, and I've spent years curating my collection to a collection that is probably the biggest in the world. So try me, bitch. That's what I'll say to that. And I'm done with voicemails for today. Don't call me threatening me. I'm done with voicemails. I might never even take a voicemail again. This might just be the first voicemail and the last for Miss Crystal's podcast.
First and the last.
Because I ain't going to have people calling me and threatening me on my own podcast. Call and say something good. And don't call talking about my dirty underwear. Alrighty, I'm going to switch segments here today. Welcome back to Miss Crystal's podcast program on the back of voicemails. Today, this is going to be a quick segment called Heirloom of the Past. And this is to educate the younger people. Or this might be to be nostalgic for people that are my age. Now, when I was younger, it'd be Friday night, and you know, your mom or dad would say, "Hey, what do you want to do tonight?" And I'd say, "Hey, Mom, can we go get some pizza and go to a movie?" And she'd say, "Hold on, let me get my coupon book out." And she would get this book out, and it's called Entertainment. And as you can see, this is from the year 90. And this is a whole booklet full of coupons. And if there wasn't a coupon for it, we weren't doing it. Okay? So you had to go through here and look and say, okay, here's some Burger King coupons. You rip that out, and you go to Burger King. What if you wanted McDonald's? Hey, Mom, I want McDonald's tonight. And she'd look through there and she'd say, let me see if I have a coupon. Nope, don't have one for McDonald's. We're not going there. So you would search through here. And look at this. You had your own card. This made you look official. This wasn't a credit card. This you just say, hey, do you have an entertainment coupon book? And they'd say, I sure do. And you'd show this. That was just to show, really how cool we were.
Oof.
Let's see what else they had in here. They had food. It was different colors, different sections. I think the food was yellow. And then we had pink, which was entertainment. For instance, we've got Magic Circle Theater, $10. And you rip it out. You had to rip it out. They weren't going to let you not take it. What else did they have? Oakland Ensemble Theater. Take this coupon, you're getting a deal. People in the 90s didn't go anywhere without coupons. Pretty cool, I think. Then they had the purple section, which was for things like the golf course, or having trouble seeing. I need a new prescription. I can't see a damn thing. Purple looked like activities, and then in the back, Diamond Peak Ski Incline. I guess this was more of a rich. If you were rich, you would go to the blue. Because poor people can't afford to go skiing. We're just trying to stay alive. We're not trying to go skiing, Heidi's. I don't even know what the heck that is. But yeah, that was pretty cool. And, this was a staple of families in the 90s. Because people were trying to save money in the 90s. They weren't trying to waste money. And with an entertainment book, you could do just that. And I wish they'd bring these back. They have Groupon now, which is all online. It'll never be the same as the entertainment coupon book. Never. And this one, we must have lost it because it's a little bit waterlogged and every single coupon is in there. Not one has been taken out. And I've saved that for many years to remind me, of the good times. I wonder if I could send this in. It says urgent official registration. I wonder if I sent this in if they'd send anything back. They'd say, maybe nobody uses coupons no more. That will end the heirloom of the past. Last segment I have here for y'all is Crystal Creations LLC Creation of the Week. And this is a doozy. And I created this one. This is a toilet paper cover. So let's say you have guests coming over and somebody wipes a lot and they use a lot of toilet paper. So you don't want to just set an errant toilet paper roll out on the top of the toilet because that looks trashy. So what you do is you get this little doll and you put the toilet paper inside of there and you set it on the back of the toilet. And that way, when they come in, they say, oh, this is a fancy bathroom that doesn't have toilet paper rolls sitting everywhere. And then they'll say, oh, that is really cute. Look at that little girl. She kind of looks like Tammy, my cousin Tammy, when she was a child. Isn't she sweet? Just really cute. Look at her little hands, got a bow on there. Handcrafted. This is actually 2 pieces. It's a little doll, but it doesn't have legs. It's a little doll with a torso. And then I created the dress to go around a roll of toilet paper. And she just sits there. And if you have a bathroom that doesn't have a lot of blue stuff in it, get this, because the blue accent on there is really cute. You don't see a lot of blue bathrooms anymore. You see a lot of modern colors like a gray or a white. But you put this in there, conversation starter. When your guest comes out of the bathroom, hey,
Man,
what was
these
that cute
dabs.
little doll sitting on the back of the toilet? And I'll bring them in and say, hey, I made that. That's another Crystal's Creations LLC. If you like one of these for your friends or family for birthdays or Christmas, let me know. And I can customize it. I can make a pink dress or a red dress. And I can have a girl with brown hair or an African American girl, or we have all ethnicities. So let me know in the comments your custom orders, and we will get those sent out as quick as we can. And these take, weeks to make, so I don't know how many I'll be able to get out to you, but that is the Crystal's Creations Seat of the week. Say goodbye, little girl. Bye-bye. Hey, do you want to have a cool toilet paper holder like me? Just put your orders in now and say what color dress you want.
Racket City. On the dabs, the hash plant OG.
Several minutes ago that we have hit the 30-minute mark, so I know that I have at least given you the product of 30 minutes. Probably, that's been almost 20 minutes ago. We're almost at an hour. But it is time to go for me. Frankly, he's got a date tonight, so I got to get him out of here real quick. But I'm glad I made it this far. I'm glad I made this first episode. I'm glad it's done because I've been fretting about it for about, 6 to 8 months. I said, I announced almost a year ago, I'm doing a podcast. And they were just not doing it, and I got a problem. All right, I'm sorry. But I appreciate you being here. And I want you to subscribe and comment and everything. And comment and tune in next time for more segments like you saw today. So goodbye, everybody. It's time to go. Goodbye, everybody. I like you to know that you're my friend and we're friends forever. And come on back to see me. It's time to go, and that's all there is. And I love you. Bye. And may you be blessed beyond your comprehension. It's me, Miss Crystal, signing off. All right, bye-bye. That we were having.
Okay, let me answer the question. I got a good answer.
Because that was not a real answer.
Okay, a real answer. Yes, my part. The listeners and the viewers can't understand the part unless I would have subtitled it somehow.
Take
which I
it
don't
seriously.
know how to do. Okay, if I were only able to bed with y'all.
This ain't the 1400s. Bed. Say bone.
If I were only able to bone Tammy or Crystal, I would choose Crystal.
Oh my God! Why did he have to pick me?
But I've got a loophole though. I've got a loophole.
Is it the poop-hole loophole?
No, it's not. Because Crystal and I could go to another realm, and we could get you to have a three-way with us in the other realm. And that's the ultimate loophole.
I ain't having a three-way with my cousin. I ain't having a three-way with my cousin.
Well, in another realm, you might speak differently.
And I didn't say a threesome. This world and another realm. You get to pick one.
You didn't specify that. You didn't. So I found a loophole. Because Crystal can realm travel. Otherwise, it would just be you. All right, whatever. Why are you upset that I chose you?
See, Crystal, I'm not upset. I'm upset. You're more experienced. You have a tighter grip. I bet he would pick you. But I don't like sitting here, especially during a sleepover, thinking about all he can think about is making love to me.
No. That's all I can think about.
What else do you think
Y'all
about?
are my friends, okay?
Yeah, what else do you think about?
What else do I think about?
Yeah, what other kind of things are going through your head?
Like just in general?
Right now.
I just watched a 2 Live Crew music video that was kind of like playing in my head.
Okay.
You heard that song? The Two Live. Do you know who Two Live Crew is?
Yes.
Okay. There's that one song is like, shake that ass, bitch, let me see what you got. Now shake that ass.
Which is weird because I have a big ass, so you're thinking about my ass.
She's got the biggest ass here. She does. And she just used it to fart on me.
Well, I leaned over and it
Can I just
came out.
break down what happened? I let a little squeaker out. You got your fan out. You farted on me.
You got your fan out.
Tammy pulled out her fan and blew your fucking fart in my face. And nobody thought that was strange at all. But when I say I want to one of y'all, then you get so upset and so weirded out at the slumber party. Well, I still have remembrance of Crystal's farts in my nostrils.
Well, if you really wanted to f me, you wouldn't mind having remembrance. Because if we had sex, there'd be a lot of remembrance. FYI.
She farts during when she walks. That's what she's saying.
And I can't help it.
Oh, God.
What is the cat thinking? Help me
Go ahead and
figure
pick
out.
him
Is
up.
the cat thinking, I wish my owner would feed me? Or, I wish my owner would stop saying I need a diaper? Because that's what I say to my cat. For some reason, I get these tics, you know, and I say things over and over
Help
again. I'll
him.
say, my cat,
Run back a
Annie
ball.
wants a diaper. And I don't know why I say that. I don't know what kind of mental illness makes you say things over and over again. If you know what mental illness that is, where you say things over
Doesn't
and
matter
over,
how much you
comment
say
below
things over and
for the
over.
algorithm. Anyway, this is a whole incomplete
Oh, I'm
cat.
out of traps.
And I
I
still
used
have
them
the other
all
one.
up
The
on
tail
people.
is broken, but I don't take it out.
Damn
Because
it.
it reminded me of Rodney. The money he spent at the casino with Tracy. That was the real dinger. He took my hard-earned Social Security and took Tracy to the casino. So anytime I see a person named Tracy, I don't care where I am. Am I at the bank? Am I at a buffet? And I see on their name it says Tracy, I lose it. Because I'm wondering, is she the Tracy that caused this whole thing to go down and this little tail to get broken? Why do you think this little cat is on a mirror? Who has mirrors sitting on their floor like this for cats to get on a play? It doesn't make any sense, and that's what I love about figurines. Sometimes they don't make sense. The question I have right now is, that's seared into my brain, is this going on too long? Should I stop this segment now, or should I keep going? And I can't answer that. All I know is I go by feel. I feel, have I said enough about this segment? Have I felt enough? Because really it's about feel and how I feel in my heart. It's not how I feel in my brain. It's how I feel in my heart. Have I given this little figurine the attention and love it deserves? Because often they just sit up here and I don't ever, I don't talk to it. Some people talk to their plants. I'll go by and dust off the figurines and I'll say, hey cutie, but I'm not giving this figurine the love it deserves. And that's why we feature it. And if it goes on a little too long, maybe 30 seconds, maybe even 2 minutes too long, just know, keep in your brain this little figurine that's not getting the attention it deserves. So maybe you'll think, well, maybe she didn't go long enough on that segment. Maybe she needs to go a little bit longer to give that little thing the love and care it deserves. Because I love this little cat. And I don't know what its name is. But I've never seen a cat that had a purple ears, purple tail, purple paws. Never, not once in my life. And when I look into the mirror of this figurine, I see myself. I see a woman that's proud. A woman that is thinking, is this going on too long? And to that I'll say yes. And I'll put this back on the shelf Let me dust it off a little. It's got a little fingerprint. I'll dust this off. Put it back where it belongs, where it will stay until I possibly die here. And Aiden has to let the camera run for 50 minutes as my dead body sits here decaying. And if Aiden were to say, hey, now that she's gone, let me take a few of her prized possessions, and then makes his way out to his car with any of these, we will know because we have a photographic evidence of what was behind me. And keep that in your brain, folks, because we will not be having men steal figurines. Also, a man, and that's I'll end the segment right. Oh, thank God. Guess what, folks? New segment alert. The bell. When I ring this bell, that means we've hit 30 minutes. And the product, the promise that I've given you every week, 30 minutes. It can be longer than 30 minutes. I'm giving you 30 minutes, guaranteed every week. I'm here till I'm not. When you hear that bell, you know, thank God. Thank God, we don't have to scramble. What was I talking about? Oh, another comment I saw. And you don't start leaving bad comments because I'm mentioning them, okay? These are the comments that have been seared into me. A man said, oh, I'm a man and you don't like men. Well, guess what? Never watching again. And I'm like, dude, you missed it. As the saying goes, it's not always a man. Sometimes I get my sayings mixed up. Not always a man, but it's always a man or something. It's a really good, profound statement. But he got mad at me because the first episode, I was ragging on men. Don't get mad, sir. Just tell your people, men,
about the serial
stop
killers
acting up.
or something.
Stop making women have to have a fake blow-up doll in their car in their home so they can feel safe. Don't come at me. Don't get upset with me. Get upset at yourself and your guy friends. And the next time your guy friend is out catcalling somebody and going, look at that. You say, hey, buddy, that ain't cool. Stop. How about that? Instead of saying you're not going to watch my podcast anymore, go to your little friends and say that. Next time you see one of your friends cheating on his wife, say, hey, buddy, that ain't cool. If you don't want to be with your wife no more, just break up with her. Don't get mad at me. I'm not the problem. Whew, I really got off on a tangent there. I've been thinking about something, and this is going to upset people. This isn't an official segment, but I'm making it official right now. It's been upsetting me. It's called Rant of the Week. And I drove by a bunch of people riding horses. And this might get everybody to stop watching this podcast. And I'm just going to say it out loud. Stop riding horses. Okay? Stop riding them. Horses do not want you on their backs. They don't. And you're not going to type to me and say, horses are working animals. They love to be worked. Until you have a horse that's like Mr. Ed, and that's a burial
Mr. Ed, yeah. People probably don't know that. Some people probably don't. I used to watch him when I was a kid.
I'm
Watch
standing
out.
on business right now and saying, don't ride a horse.
Fucking horse.
And stop using them for horse racing. They don't want to be running around in circles over and over again with somebody going, yeah, and kicking them with their foot and hitting them with the whip. Stop riding horses. How would you like it if me or someone else came and got on your back? And I'm not talking about when you're doing back shots. I'm talking about me physically getting onto your back and riding you around and saying, giddy up. How would you like that? And I'll say, oh, he likes it. He's a working person. He likes me on his back.
I didn't get him all the way blooded out.
Okay. See how you like it then. You got a 300-pound woman riding on you. Don't ride a horse no more. And that's very polarizing. Stop riding horses. And you're going to, I know exactly how the comments are going to be. Do you eat meat? Do you own a pet? Do you do this? Don't come at me with your other strawman fallacies. I think that's what they're called. Quit getting on a horse. Especially if you're large. If you're a woman my size or larger, do not get on a horse. Because you're going to be doing this. Meanwhile, that horse is like, Jesus Christ, lady, get off my back. And this isn't pet shaming. I don't think anybody of any size should ride a horse. You want a horse, they got all that leather on their back, then they got their thing in their mouth, and you're pulling their head like,
Oh, God, it's funny. Alexa, play WXPN.
WXPN from TuneIn.
Welcome to TuneIn. C37 off his album Into Thin Air. I've got 2 tracks from it spinning in the air today on Echoes. It's a really cool track going back to 1994. Lita Husick, an American singer, and Beaumont Hannett, a British producer. They made the album Evening at the Grange, and this is Promenade 1.
Chunky blanket. You think I was Walking Dead. Dead by Daylight. Fleece blanket. Okay, I got 4 trips online. So, we go. Stormy rain.
You're hearing echoes from PRXN. I'm John DiLiberto. Get some music by Paul Hardcastle and looking ahead, but let's start with C37. This is actually Paul Cudby. He's a British electronic artist. He's on the Sign Music label, which creates a lot of really cool, chilled music that you hear on Echoes. It's got a new album called Into Thin Air. So 2 tracks from today. Here's the first one, I Believe I Was Wrong.
6 out of 15. Okay, trucking along. Hey,